This is the luckiest girl I've ever met. It was raining before she left the house. When she left the house, it cleared up. She didn't need money for the cab. Fares appeared right under her feet. She got a phone call telling her she'd won the jackpot. Even her car had a green light all the time. I'm late for work. The elevator was packed. An empty elevator appears right next to it. And I met a handsome man. I was so lucky. First day on the job, the boss was trapped in the elevator. The boss of company, he came to talk business. There's no one else in the office. Nervous. She didn't know what to do. She's just an employee. She has no experience in negotiation. The boss of the other party treated her as the person in charge of party B. He sat her down and negotiated with her. There's no way out. Lucky said she'd wait for our boss, but the other party was about to leave, so she had to improvise a project for the prom, but it turned out to be exactly what the boss wanted, and that's how the project was finalized. Lucky's boss just got out of the elevator. When he saw that the project was done, he immediately promoted her to director and put her in charge of the project. That day, another rich man sent her a dress worth tens of thousands of dollars. She was so happy. She went to the ball, private helicopter transportation. As the head of the party, all her ideas were accepted. On the day of the ball, Lucky's dressed up for the occasion. For 20 years, Sister Luck has always been lucky. She's the goddess of luck. This unlucky man, his name is Xiao Shuai. When he left the house, he was splashed by a car. He saw a penny on the ground. He bent down to pick it up, but he got a hole in his pants. He saw a $10 bill in the trash can, but there was dog shit inside. He had just washed the money. He got hit right away, and his pants were pulled down. He was beaten up as a gangster just after leaving the police station. It's raining heavily. He's the reincarnation of the broom stalker. But for 20 years, he hasn't been discouraged. Xiao Shuai had a dream of making music. He's always longed for the day. On the day, he became a music arranger. Xiao Shuai burned up the electric music at a concert. The bar was filled with noise. He drove all the customers away. It was terrible, but after a cocktail party, he turned his luck around. It was a top-notch party. The girl in front of him was Lady Luck, but she's out of luck. At the ball, she saw a handsome young man, and they see eye to eye, so they started to dance. Then they kissed. She didn't realize it would be her nightmare. She wanted to keep dancing, and her heels broke. She bends down and her skirt splits, even choking on water, and she was arrested for a crime for no reason. I got my boss into trouble. She was fired on the spot. She was beaten up in jail for no reason. Just after leaving the police station, I was splashed with water. It was a sunny day. Suddenly it started raining heavily. When I got home, I found my house was washed away by the water. The firemen even demolished her house. There was nothing else to do. She had to go to her best friend's house for shelter. She went to her best friend's house to blow dry her hair. Her hair got caught in the dryer and smashed the mirror. I threw it into the bathtub. The power went out in the whole building. In order to change the situation, so she went to the godmother. She told her her luck had been taken away by a kiss, and that's when the good luck girl realized. Lucky, the godmother told her, just one more kiss, luck would return. In order to get her luck back, she went through the list of men at the ball and looked for similar men. The first one was a groom who was getting married. Then Lucky grabbed him and kissed him. She got the groom beat up, but she didn't care. She looked down and pulled out a scratchers to try. She realized that her luck had returned. Then she moved on to the next one. She broke into the man's restroom and kissed a handsome man. She even ran and kissed them at the same time. So, she kissed almost every guy on the list. She kissed every man on the list. What? There's one man left. That's him. But he was hard to find. Until this day, Lucky came to the exhibition of the rich and handsome and found that the man in the photo was there. In order to get her luck back, she kissed him on the spot without thinking about her image, thinking his luck had returned. So with a confident stride, she rolled over and broke the exhibit. Then she came to a familiar place, and once again, he was beaten. He arrived at the restaurant covered in mud, but he had no money in his bag. Hungry, he picked up the leftovers and ate them. Coincidentally, the man who took his luck was right next to him. Promise me you'll never kiss a stranger, or your luck will be taken away. Lucky is a typical example. She was covered in dirt when she came to the restaurant to eat the leftovers, and she made a mess of the owner of the restaurant. When the young man saw her, he grabbed her and ran out of the restaurant. Lucky's bad luck made her see her old self, so she decided to help him. That's how she was introduced to the store, and she ended up getting herself covered in dust. But when you're down on your luck, you don't have a choice. You can only continue to work. Although she was still unlucky, but she was motivated to work. First, I was thrown out by a mop that got out of control. Then I ate a customer's oat gum. And then I got stuck in a bowling alley. It was a walking broomstick. And finally, he was assigned to clean toilets by his boss. His life has changed dramatically since he kissed Sister Luck at the prom. He's got the backing of a record producer. He's going to help him start a band and play concerts. He even got a big house, but Handsome always misses the unlucky Sister Luck. Once she was electrocuted, he heard a scream. Handsome immediately ran to catch her and treated her wounds and taught her the experience of bad luck techniques. Over and over again, the two of them fell in love. One day, there was a rainstorm. Lucky's umbrella was broken. Handsome saw her and brought her home, but he broke the washing machine. The washing machine kept spitting out bubbles. Lucky tried to turn off the water valve. She got a face full of bubbles. Then she tried to take out a mop on the washing machine. She got covered in bubbles. Finally, she alerted Xiao Shui. Xiao Shui solved the problem skillfully. The two of them even played happily. Xiao Shui's generosity touched her. She fell in love with this man. Soon after, she realized that Handsome was the man who took her luck, so she kissed him in front of everyone and went out to try his luck. Luck is back. She won $50,000 by scratching a lottery ticket on the street. Her boss forgave her and promoted her to vice president, but Xiao Shui's side is unlucky. Lucky's sister just left. He fell off his chair. Worst of all, there was a problem with the dance equipment. The drummer was trapped. The concert was delayed. Lucky got the message. She rushed over to help Handsome. Luckily, the countdown was still on, so the drummer miraculously appeared on stage. The concert went on without a hitch. Luck felt that Xiao Shui needed luck more than anything else, so she left quietly. The concert ended. Handsome ran out and embraced Sister Luck. This is the comedy movie, Bad Luck God of Love. Perhaps the proximity of two people is the greatest love for each other.